Hello, my name is Michael Sikoski. I'm an engineer with the City of Modesto, and today I'm going to present to you a concept for putting in a Class 1 bike path between MJC East and West Campus. Um, right here you can see is my contact information, email msikoski@modestogov.com, address if you wanted to send it by mail, and send it to City of Modesto, attention Michael Sikoski. So basically my goal with this concept here is, like I said just a minute ago, connect the East Campus with the West Campus. And I'll kind of walk you through step by step how that can be done. Right here is a slide just giving you an example of Class 1 that's actually on Floyd Avenue over here in Modesto. You got a 12-foot wide concrete path, some landscaping on the sides. I think the actual width of this is 30 feet. So here's kind of an overview of the concept we have. You would start here on Stoddard, you would come down to Tully Avenue, up to 9th, and then you would go all the way 9th Street to the Briggsmore overcrossing, down Briggsmore, around Fire Science Drive, and into the back of the college. The whole thing's 2.3 miles. I'll kind of walk you through right here. This would be where the Class 1 would begin. You probably recognize the JC campus in the background. We would come up here heading towards Tully. Again, another view. Right now we're standing actually on the corner of Tully and Stoddard, looking back. This viewpoint here is Tully Road, looking north, Stoddard in the background. What this concept would do is basically leave the existing sidewalk and then fill in this 5 or 6 foot planter box here with concrete, and in a sense your Class 1's right here with no infrastructure needed here on Tully Road. Here's another overview showing the start point, coming down Stoddard, down Tully, crossing Caddy Corner, and going up the center of 9th Street. These might be kind of hard to see over here, but examples of diagonal crossing. I think this one's up in Washington. This one here is in San Luis Obispo. Again, some thoughts for why this location where we're beginning the bike path is important is the proximity to the Virginia corridor. Right now we have this, I think it comes in, crosses College, and then stops right here. We could come in the future and connect up through this existing right-of-way right here, what you see in green. And then this blue part here is a future phase of Virginia corridor that would connect up to 9th Street, and I kind of showed another possible connection if funding became available. We could connect up to this right here. You'd almost have kind of a loop around. An example of Avila Beach, Class 1 bike path, again diagonal crossing, and a signal type that would be used. Another example, this is actually in San Luis Obispo. This is a cross section of what's out there right now. There's the lanes. We have 30 foot of space down the middle of 9th Street. Right now it's, I think, some bushes and dirt. This is the concept for Coldwell Avenue. You would come up down the middle of the median. When you got here, you would activate a signal. When you got the green light, you would go straight across. And this would be multi-directional, both directions. Close-up view, bicycle, you'd activate the button here. Near side signal would go green. Once it goes green, you would cross. This is the location at Carver Road. Pretty much the same thing, coming up the median, wait, press a button, signal goes green, cross, keep on going. Some of you might recognize there's newer apartments they put in here on 9th Street. They just recently put a slurry seal on this. So this is kind of a fakie of what that would look like. And another version that we're kind of looking at doing, possibly this summer with a slurry project, would be to remove one southbound lane on 9th Street. So basically we do a slurry on the road. It would be kind of like what you saw just a second ago, where the road would be all nice and black and we'd have new striping. But at that time when we took the one lane off, we would make this a multi-directional bike path. So this 12 feet would now be for bicycles heading towards West Campus and heading towards East Campus. This version here would be if we could receive some funding, we could widen the sidewalk coming down the Briggsmore Overcross. We have a 5-foot sidewalk. We could widen it 7 feet, make it 12, and that would be a multi-directional type path. If funding was kind of a roadblock, we could do some lower cost options, possibly plastic water-filled barrier, maybe even concrete K-rail, or the lowest cost option would be just plastic delineators here, maybe some striping, some colored green paint. Once that path came up 9th Street here, it would continue down Carpenter Road, sorry. It would then loop underneath. You would come down here, loop underneath, go on Fire Science Drive, and then come into the back of the college. That's the view looking on Fire Science Drive. There's the brand new ag building in the background. We would take the existing road and just kind of redesignate the space, 12-foot lane here, here, and then this 12 feet would become, again, multi-directional bike path. That's showing a possibility of where it could come into the back of the campus. And right now I'm just going to go through maybe 5 or 10 slides showing examples of what could be done and where it's been done in other places. As you see, this is Washington, D.C. here. Here's an example of what they did recently in New York. Again, streets on both sides, landscaping, bike path. New York again. This here is in Portland, Oregon. Again, you can see the traffic's operating just fine on both sides of the road. Make some crossings safe, landscaping. Here's another example. It looks like here what they did was had an existing road and they just put the concrete barrier up down the middle of the road and made it into a bike path. And when I was thinking about this concept, I was trying to figure out who would this be built for, and this is kind of what I'm thinking. It's just your average college student, maybe not the typical road cyclist that's braving the city streets of Modesto, but somebody who wants to get from point A to point B between the colleges and wants to do it in a safe manner and kind of separate from traffic, as much as they can. And that's pretty much it. Again, thanks for watching. And here's my contact information. Michael Sikoski, Assistant Engineer, City of Modesto. And there's my email address right there, msikoski@modestogov.com. If you're in support of something like this, just send me an email or a letter of support, and that'd be great. Thank you.